Hello everybody, it is the Naughty Degen here coming at you with another video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over Vi Worlds. I want to go over the team, the marketing, the pros, some small concerns I have with the project, and ultimately give the project a review and go over everything. I have played the game. It is out. The alpha is out. This is a Immutable X project, which you know I'm really bullish on, okay? And currently I did mint 2 NFTs. I am not sponsored by them at all, no sponsorship whatsoever, but I did mint 2 NFTs from them. That is the wallet maximum per wallet you can mint 2, and I am disclosing that because I'm always transparent with you guys. So Vi Worlds is a sandbox, build your own game type of game. You go into the world and you will pick the type of game. There's like racing and survival and things like that. And you basically will build your own game, all right? And again, I'm gonna have gameplay on this later this week, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. And the way it works, the ways the NFTs are currently integrated, is they are integrated in these things called vaults, which you use to play the game, okay? Now, you can also eventually, from what I've read, mint your own like objects and worlds as NFTs too, but we are not there yet. You are also able to share your projects. Once you're done building it, you could hit export and you could share your world with other people. You get a link, you can invite friends to come and play. Really cool, and the game is pretty functional. I've only encountered 1 or 2 small bugs, and I actually had some fun playing it. My girlfriend actually watched me playing it, and she said, and she's not into NFTs or anything, she just said, that looks fun. So that's always a good sign when you see someone who's not in crypto, not in NFTs, not in blockchain, say a game looks fun, because ultimately, NFT games should be games first, and NFT related second. The games have to be fun, and Vi Worlds, in my opinion, so far, is fun, okay? And I've played maybe an hour of it so far. Now, the mint price is 0.088 Ethereum. It's a little bit steep, a little bit, but I do think it's fairly priced because they have a game, because they have something out that you could actually play. If they didn't have that, I would not be paying that much for the NFTs, okay? Plain and simple. If a project actually has a game you could use, I'm willing to give a pass for a little bit of a high steep price, but even that's not too high. We're seeing some projects doing, 0.1 ETH, 0.2 ETH. So having a 0.08 ETH isn't too bad. Now, the initial sale is still going on, so you can mint your own NFTs. And again, nothing said here, it's financial or investment advice. There are 2,500. The sale is going to go on for 30 days or until the amount is sold out, okay? I don't know if they're going to sell out all 2,500. There's currently, I think, about 500 currently minted, and I'm not sure how much they are going to sell. Again, you have 30 days, so we could see, especially with Immutable backing them so much, and we're going to get into that soon, we could see them hit their goal of the entire amount minted, but we will see. You can mint on Mintable.com. Now we're going to go over into some of the economics of this. So, Vi are collectible and playable digital NFT toys designed to be used within Vi Worlds. Each Vi is verifiable, unique, and exists on the blockchain, okay? The Vi Society is going to be a DAO, and there's going to be their own token, and the long-term goal of the Vi Society is to manage growing Viverse ecosystem of creators and players building new and innovative projects with Vi. So there's going to be 2 tokens in game. The play token, which you're going to earn by airdrops, by making games, by people using games, things like that, contests. And then there's going to be a governance token, which is more so for the DAO. Now, they are going to introduce staking, supposedly, and there's going to be an ecosystem fund. And if you want to go into the team right here, I love seeing a doxed team, so that is something I'm always looking for. No one here is anonymous. These are all real people, so I like to see that. Partners and investors, you can see some of their partnerships, all right? Immutable X is probably the biggest one, to be looking at. One thing I always look for when a project is based on Immutable X is, does Immutable even follow them? And yes, they do. So always a good sign. On top of being followed by them, Immutable has tweeted them a couple times now. And I think that is going to continue. I think Immutable's hot on this project. Like I said in previous videos, always watch what Immutable is pushing. And it seems like they're hot on this project, so That is always a good sign. Now, this project is very interesting. I'm going to go into a couple small concerns I have about it, all right? One small concern I have is the amount of NFTs. So they are going to do more NFT drops in the future for the playable characters in the game. This does dilute the supply. However, they did say that they are eventually going to turn that to the DAO for the DAO to control. And so with that being said, early NFT owners who get the governance token are going to be able to vote for how many more NFTs are going to be minted in the future. But my small concern is, like, when does that happen? I think another thing, and this is advice to the developers if the devs are watching, and they might be because they are a pretty engaged team. My advice to the devs is you really want to reward your early minters. So we know there's going to be airdrops for the early minters, and obviously we get the benefit of playing the game early. Another thing I'd like to see, it could be one or two things, is I'd like to see the NFT mint price be raised in the future. So early minters are rewarded. So if you do another NFT mint in, say, 3 months, I think instead of 0.08 Ethereum, maybe it should be 0.1 Ethereum or 0.09 Ethereum. I think that is another way on top of airdrops to reward your early minters. Another option would be to have an additional royalty on future NFT mints and have that royalty distributed in the form of tokens to the founders, which is the first mint drop for the project, and have those funds distributed to us. So those are two options you could do. That's really my only concern with the project, is how many of these playable characters are going to be minted in the future. But they did, they said that this will be in control ultimately of the DAO, which is us, basically, if you get the token. And so I think that is a good option for us. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about that could be a possibility is having rentals, the ability to rent your playable characters. I think that could be a good option. I don't want it to be the only option for people to play the game. Maybe we could have some type of system that allows people to get like a free trial or something. I'm not really sure, but we are seeing a lot of NFT games going that route, allowing rentals. And I think this would be good for the ultimate price floor, because this would basically discourage people from selling their additional VIs and instead renting them. So instead of selling your VI, if you minted 2 like I did, instead of selling your second one, you could rent it to someone and have a 50-50 split of the tokens you earn by playing and building in the game. That is another option I think that could be integrated into this game in the future. Now, if you go over to the roadmap, and again, that's just a small concern. The only small concern I have about this is the future NFT drops. But I think the team could, and I think they're going to, I think the team is definitely going to kind of put that small concern to rest by really rewarding the early players, right? Airdrops, contests, things like that give the early minters a real boost for being an early adopter of the game, okay? Now, more game modes are going to be released in the future. Sports game modes, okay? Currently, there's like 4 different game modes from what I've played. There is a shooter game mode, possibly in the future, okay? Things to look forward to. Now, quarter 4 of 2022, we could see the play token get listed on Uniswap. I think you have to go that route. I think you can't just keep the token in-house. You do have to get some type of external DEX or SEX, centralized exchange, to list the token. But Uniswap is a good way to do it, and it will ultimately give people the ability to, again, get rewarded, get some passive income, or even some active income by playing the game. You earn those play tokens, you should be able to sell them, okay? Now, the play tokens are going to have use in-game. You're going to be able to buy, like, in-game items with the play tokens. So, again, they're going to have some utility. Don't expect utility right out the gate, though. These things do take time, and so I'm willing to give the team some time, all right? If we go back over to their Twitter, you can see they're having a lot of different contests. And again, they're getting pushed by Immutable, which is something I'm always looking to see. Overall, I am really happy with the project. I think it crosses off everything I'm looking for in a project. Working gameplay, backed by Immutable or, you know, other big names. Good marketing, right? They're having the contest. Mintable is pushing them. Immutable is pushing them. So they have good marketing. They have a doxed team. Okay. And the gameplay is actually fun. So 5 things checked off my list that I'm always looking for in a NFT project. And they pretty much meet all of them. Again, my only small concern I have is the future NFT drops diluting the supply, but as long as that eventually is in the hands of the DAO and people could vote on that, I don't really have an issue with that. And like I said, as long as the early minters are rewarded, I'm cool with that. As long as we get those first airdrops, we get the cheapest mint price, things like that, I'm cool with that. I don't have an issue with that. If I were to give the project a rating out of 10, I think I'd give it an 8.5. It pretty much has everything I'm looking for, and I think this is a project that could really catch on. Obviously, I was kind of skipping around a little bit. I didn't go through every little thing, but they did say a mobile game is possible in the future, and it shouldn't be too difficult, so who knows? We're seeing, you know, Guild of Guardians is going to be built on Immutable, and that's going to be mobile, so it's definitely a possibility. But let me know what you guys think. Are you going to mint this project? Again, there's, I think, maybe 500 currently minted at the time of recording, so there's still some left. Not financial advice, not investment advice. Do your own due diligence. Don't just listen to me. Go to the white paper, read things yourself, look at the team yourself, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day and have fun playing Vi Worlds.